Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We are now on live with the Season 5 update with VII, who I'm going to be covering today. If you haven't seen my PTS videos, I recommend you check those out first, because this isn't an intro and overview video for him, because I did that already and he's gone through to the live pretty much the same. So instead, I'm going to be showing you him and giving you my full opinions on him after having played him for 12 to 24 hours. Not sure exactly which one it's closer to. On live I've got him nearly level 9. On the test server I had him I think around 15, somewhere around there, but I've got 3 different builds for him, all of which I'm very happy with. Starting off with the talents though, Spring Loaded ended up kind of surprising me. Overcharged was disappointing, as I was kind of expecting. Tribunal Upgrades is kind of the standard talent for him, but my point being, Spring Loaded ended up kind of surprising me. The extra explosion plus the cooldown reduction and the range makes it very strong, although you do need a build to match with it. Builds are very important with 7, more so than a lot of the other characters we've got in the game, and I've got 3 different versions which you can run with pretty much any of the talents. So the first one, which I've shown off a little bit already and I see quite often, is damage reduction plus healing from being attached to walls and then a bit of extra health. This works really well, but I wouldn't say it is best set up. Builds are very subjective and personal things, so for some of you that will be the best option. Definitely give it a go. For the second one, which is quite different, it still has the extra health in there, these 2 sort of filler cards, but then we get a heal from actually using the grappling hook on an enemy, a little bit extra if it's a frontline, and then a bunch of movement speed in the automatic mode. It really just depends on how much you like the auto mode. I like it quite a bit. This is pretty much just Nimble 3 built into your build. You could make a hybrid setup with Red Room and then something else here, but personally I think it combos really well with the extra speed by pulling people towards you and stuff, so I definitely recommend giving this one a go, especially if you like the auto mode, because it works best obviously if you're just staying in it. Then the third one, which is the one I've actually been playing probably the most because it's the one that I have the most fun with, it's the one where you're just spamming the dash and comboing it, of course, with Spring Loaded. You could run this with a different talent, but it would feel kind of wrong. We've still got the extra health in there. I think I actually have that level 4 in all of them. Bit of ammo gen, kind of a filler card, reset, but at a higher level than before, and then 50% extra explosion radius on the mines, or whatever you'd call them. I'm probably going to focus this video on this setup because I do want to show it off. It's become kind of my favorite way to play 7, especially in TDM and Onslaught, where you're just dropping your bombs everywhere. The wall setup is definitely the most serious one, followed by this, and this one plays as you would kind of expect, but I'm sure I'll make more videos on 7. These are just going to be my thoughts from 12 to 24 hours of him being out and also me playing him. Overall though, I will just get this out of the way, I really do like him. He doesn't feel as overpowered as Azon did at release. Azon at release was ridiculous, probably the most overpowered release we've had in a really long time. 7 feels probably a little bit above where I think he'll end up landing, but does fit in with Paladins very well, I would say. Alright, well, for game 1 we're on TDM Abyss. I'll say so far my experience on this update has been quite interesting. The servers have been very messy. The new Hi-Rez change being implemented has made games significantly longer, I would say. That might just be me though, I haven't actually gone and compared match durations or anything. We've got a Strix, we've got a Fury, a Sati and an Andro, and then for this I had a Cassius, Sky, a BK, a Pip and another 7. If I play badly, I have 0 excuse, but if you enjoy the video, go ahead and drop a like on it. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the video go out to more people, maybe people who don't even know what Paladins is, and then they get into the game, which is always nice to see. We'll go ahead and grab Spring Loaded, and then the dash setup, I'll show this off. We'll go for not Hi-Rez, because that's not a thing anymore. We'll go Court and then Nimble. We've got Nocturnal, Cherish, Improvised, Cursed, hell of a lot of Illuminate there. We'll dash in, we'll pull, and then we'll do another pull. This is kind of jank, and then we'll dash through again. Very quick grab on the ult. The ult does feel better, as I said in the last video on the PTS, but still it's a little bit janky. That is the friggin' Sky there. We'll hang on the side for a sec. Then they've got Accelerant, Tribunal, Combat Medic, Smoke and Dagger, and Impulse. Does give me a little second to read stuff out. We'll dash. Thought there'd be somebody there. We'll just some shots on him. We'll pull Sky in or Pip in. Sure, fire some more shots. Just kind of spray. I really do enjoy pulling people off the map with 7. Probably one of the more fun parts about his kit. Isn't even that difficult to do if you're angled well, although I don't know if the extra pull strength you can get on your pull would affect it. We got rid of the Cassie and died for it. Just gonna hang on the edge here for a second. Hello 7. I don't think I can actually get on from here. Never mind, we can. We'll go for the ult, see if we can pull this off. That's a single fear, which is a bit disappointing to be honest. We'll dash over this way, pull up, just get rid of anybody we can. This is such a messy play, but I just feel really uncomfortable recording on 7 right now for some reason. We got rid of a couple of them, and if I finish saying what I was trying to say, but this map isn't really a great one for this way of playing 7, to be honest. We'll dash in, pull, there we go. go. The explosions just make everything kind of crazy because we've got 50% extra on the range. We'll dash over this way. One thing that is kind of important to mention with 7, it's an easy way to tell if you can actually pull somebody towards you, is if they are full red, not orange. You usually can, although it is kind of janky, of course. I feel like I have a lot of things to say about 7, but not really able to put them into words properly. There goes the Cassie. Very janky play, but it worked. Let's dash away from that pip all the way up here. Pull Sky in, get some more shots on her here. Can we finish her off? I'm just going to try and leave, but that was atrocious. One other thing I want to mention with this, and one thing that would make this playstyle a lot better for 7, is if the actual dash worked when you were in the air, similar to how they changed Alex's F to B. With the way this is right now, you can only do your Q when you're pretty much touching the floor, which feels really, really weird a lot of the time. Let's pull up. That's an explosion from BK. I don't know why it feels like I'm on burst mode even when I'm on auto. It's kind of weird. That is not what I wanted to do. But that's an interesting interaction. I knew it worked weird with Drogo's jet because of the momentum, but it's the first time I've done it on Pip. They will pull Cassie. Nope, you can obviously just get it countered if they dash or movement carry. I think bursted there for sure. Finished off Kronos, got some more nimble. We'll dash away, pull up, get some more hits on him here. We are in the burst mode, but he's outie. Okay, we'll pull over, pull BK. Okay, that kind of worked. We'll dash. There goes the Sky. I feel like pretty much all the plays I've had so far have been very jank, but it's kind of working. We'll pull in, dash, get another pull, get another dash. 1 second off the cooldown. Doesn't matter, they're both gone anyway. It still kind of worked. We've got the ult up any second. We'll finish off nimble. We really are going full hectic mode here. One thing to mention as well with the Q is you can only actually have 2 of the explosions on the floor at a time, so there's no reason to try and litter them all around the map. It won't really work. We'll just keep moving over this way, play as mental as I can. More shots there. We'll dash back a little bit. Maybe you should bind the key if you're going to play like this to something other than Q, because it means you can't really dash in some directions as easily. Talking a hell of a lot so far in this one. Drop down, Q in, do have the 10 ammo gem, which is also kind of nice. Pull Cassie over. The explosion effect is kind of crazy. I just pulled BK off, I think, with me. Or am I just dead on my own? I'm dead on my own. We didn't even get him off. It's a bomb from him, but we'll just Q in. He's going for his F, but he is dead. Accuracy on point. We'll dash over the left side. Shots on the Sky. She's gone. Team's obviously shredding in this one as well. We'll dash on the Cassie, get some sort of combo. And there is the victory. Well deserved, sort of. I feel like I did well, but also died way more than I needed to. Still a pretty good showcase for how crazy that Q setup is. 16,857k, shouts to that is their Bomb King. The stats, not going to go through them because it was a TDM, but we'll re-queue. Alright, well, for game 2, we're on Siege Splitstone Quarry. We've got a Victor, a Makoa, a Ying, and a Sky. Shoutouts to Makoa. This wouldn't be a great map for the Q setup, but I also kind of want to test it. Usually the smaller the map and the less verticality, the better the one just where you spam the Q will work, but here that's why I would assume the wall setup would be the best, followed by the auto one because you're going to be using the burst more. They have a 7, an Andrew, another Makoa, a Corvus, and a Ruckus. I'm very tempted to go for the Q setup because of their team comp, so maybe we'll run it and just see how it goes. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go for the wall setup here because of their team. We're not really going to need to use the burst mode that much, so we can stick to one of the more aggro setups. We could go Tribunal and then the auto or spring loaded in the Q. I'm not really sure. I feel like for variety I should go for the other setup, but I also just want to show this off a little bit more and not make another video on the Q setup. We'll just kind of turn this into that as well. We've got burst mode, life exchange, half shell, and then smoke, aerial assault, half shell, spreading, curse revolver, and spring loaded. Their 7 went for it as well. One of the first times I've actually seen a 7 on the enemy team with this. We'll throw our things down straight away. We'll pull up to the left side, jump out, just get some shots into the Makoa. My accuracy is ass and my invis is bugged and I'm dead. Okay, fair play. I mean, I played pretty badly there, to be honest. Dash down here. Don't know if we're going to be able to get back on the point. I guess we can give it a shot. We'll pull the Andro in, sort of. My god, the amount of stuff that happens on screen sometimes. Well, we did manage to get back on the point to trigger the overtime, but we're just all dying here again. Their Andro really is putting in work. That is the objective lost. Could definitely come together and, you know, set this up a little bit in a minute. We'll see. It's a reversal. I just took a K for literally nothing. We'll jump down. Nope, we won't because it gets caught sometimes weirdly on the wall. We'll Q in, leave our little mines down, switch over to the auto mode. I need to remember to not F on the Makoa and the Ruckus because it will just pull me in. We dodged in with the ult. We'll pull up. We'll Q. Should we chase the Corvus? Make sure no one's on left. I guess we can try and get rid of him. Pull him forward. Yeah, there we go. That worked. Hello, Andro. There's bombs on you. That really isn't what I wanted to do, but it worked. There's the double. 7 plays very crazy in situations like this. Nearly got the triple. Shots on him. Okay. Koa just saying he's unsubscribing. Okay. Fair enough. We'll Q in. Really not my plan is here. That's shots on the Koa. He's dead. We absolutely bursted him there. Get some free damage there with the bombs. We'll Q in again just to set them down. I did try and get a pull, but it's really jank. Sometimes doesn't really go out. Can you hang on this little bit? No. You can only hang on the bottom. That's kind of a shame. We'll Q again. Koa there with the burst will pull into the Koa. I feel like the way they could nerf this if they really wanted to is make it so you only get the reset if you do it on an enemy or a friendly, because right now the card giving us reset on the Q is a little bit crazy. We'll just get more shots, pull the 7, didn't work. Shots again there on the Koa, drop the Q down. Andrew went for the ult, just got dismounted. There's the Q. I'm still dead. I feel like I totally should have been able to get away there. I played that again kind of badly. The Andrew really is the only one killing me though, so if I think I've got 4 deaths, all of them from him. We'll grab more Kronos, why not? Just gonna spam it. Don't know how good of a job I've done of giving my thoughts on 7 after playing him for like 12-24 hours, but at the end of this I'll do a little bit of a resume, why not, just to summarize a bit, because I have been focused a little bit more on gameplay than I usually would for these sort of things. We'll pull him in and just do another pull. It's kind of funny doing stuff like that. We'll go for the ult just to secure this. The ult really is my least favorite part about him. I talked about it, I've done on the BTS. His ult is just kind of a bad ultimate in my opinion. I really don't like it. No matter how much I play 7, try and use it differently or whatever, it just feels like a worse version of a modified damp ultimate. I don't know what another way to really word it. Really is quite hard for me to talk about in any sort of way, because I can't think of a way that they could change it where it wouldn't just end up being a completely different ultimate, just the way that it is right now. Even if they changed the numbers or the way it works, unless they changed key parts about it, I still just wouldn't like it. I don't know exactly what he's dealing with over here, but we're going to dash over, pull the 7 in right to the middle of the fight. That worked very well, but he's on like 2 health. Get some more shots on him. Dash down here. That's not really where I wanted to go. Q in, dash again. Just kind of juking around the Andrew here as best as I can. Feel like I shouldn't have got away there, to be honest. I think I should have been a goner. We're going to be behind him. A little bit sky through the ult. We'll Q in aggressively, just get some damage on him, pull the 7, get some more shots on him. There goes the 7 any second. That Makoa shell is annoying as hell. If that was clear like a second sooner, we would have had like 3 kills there. Trying to play the point here is 7. It kind of worked. We'll do the Q. Oh my god, not being able to use it when I'm touching the floor sucks. There's an F, a Q. We're away. How did I just dodge death there? Pull this 7 in, shots on him. There we go, he's out, dash left. I do have the ult. Do we pull up? Go for it. I don't know. Shots on Ruckus. Okay, I'm just literally hanging on the edge here, getting free damage. We'll go for the ultimate, try and get the Andrew out, but it didn't even trigger there. So Q on Corvus, he's going for the ult. So Q, there's an F. I'm dead. That was atrocious. Some of these plays are so bad, and I don't even know what I can add to make it feel better. But there's the objective capture, 2-1. We got it. Yeah, okay. Paladin servers being Paladin servers are definitely making it a hell of a lot worse, because I'm just constantly bouncing between what is apparently 31 ping and like nearly 200, like 190 or something, but the ping counter isn't really accurate. Hello Makoa, I'm just jumping right on your head here. There's a Q into the grinder. Yeah, pull the Andro. Nope, we're going to switch onto the mag dump and just empty. There we go, he's dead, and so am I. Was that worth it? Probably not. Don't know if you've noticed, you probably have if you've been paying attention to the video, but I've barely used the mag dump mode. The burst mode for range is fantastic. I think they might have changed some more stuff with his fire modes from the PTS, because the auto mode doesn't feel like it reaches as far as it did in the late stages, but the ranges that it does reach, it still does deal more damage, which is the same as it was before. One of the things I'm trying to say though is that the mag dump mode often isn't very useful to try and use, because you have to switch to use it, and that takes time, and it, you know, uses your entire mag, then you have to reload, so it doesn't really feel as rewarding as I think they want it to, unless they do some things to change it. Especially if you go for the talent that buffs the different firing modes. I don't feel people are going to use the mag dump mode very often, but that's also kind of intentional. I feel like we're going to just get off the edge here, dash forward to set the bombs down. Oh my god, the delay is making this so awkward. We are on the point to trigger the overtime. Ying just died off of her 20-something streak. There goes the Victor as well. I don't think we're going to get this push, but at least we're going to, I guess, drag it out. We'll pull forward, Q forward, switch to the auto mode. Ruckus is still alive. We go in here, try and get rid of him. I'm going to Q forward. Shots on the Koa. That's a fear from 7, who's going to use his ult in the overtime. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine dying for a 7 ultimate. Didn't think we were going to get it there anyway. Me and Sky don't have ults, but the rest of the team do. I've gone for Max, Kronos, and then Nimble, because I am just planning to spam the Q and the F and stuff. I feel like I'm doing my best when I'm just in the middle of the team, using as many abilities as possible, but Andro is kind of shutting me down. The whole reason I point that out is because I don't know if I'd recommend going for the Kronos Nimble start. You're probably better off going for something like a Life Rip, but with the setup where you are spamming the Q, it does still kind of work. Let's Q down here. Koa's just going to go ahead and claim his free kill straight off the bat. We'll pull the Andro sort of in again. Can we pull through reversal? I actually don't know. That's a thing. I thought I had one more of my F up, but I didn't because I used it already. We're still alive though. Should have definitely died there, but it kind of worked. We'll pull into the Ruckus, get shots on him here. We're just going to chase him down. He is sort of just delaying his death. There's no way he's going to get away here. Corvus is still up. We'll pull him. That is not how I wanted that to go. We're going to pull up here. I'm chasing him down apparently. Mag dump. That didn't work. Do have the ultimate. We could go for some sort of ult play. Are they in range? Oh, they are, but it's not really working. That's a double. That's actually pretty solid. There's Andrew behind me. I wasn't sure if it was or not. I was just about to say I thought, but it definitely was. The pull didn't work. That pull did. There's a Q to the side. Is he going to get away here? We can't let him get away with this. There we go. Okay, still got it. Q left. Let's try and do some in. Switch to the auto mode. Pull. Yep, there we go. Shots on him. He's just dropping down here. We're going to Q and chase. There we go. He's out. We'll pull again. Sky ulted. We'll pull one more time. And then Q again. Trying to leave my Q on the point. If you couldn't tell. Shots on the Makoa. There's a pull. Q. Shots on him. Okay, pull. Q. I'm dead. I feel like I'm in the zone, but also massively messing up these plays. It still worked because I think we're going to get the point. Hopefully, it's going to overtime 99%. That sucks. I feel like we could have had that. I think we've got it there. I think we're fine. Nope. Somehow overtime triggered again. I don't know how. I don't know why overtime triggered there, but okay, we got it. We're going to pull 7, and he is dead. I was purposely avoiding his bombs, and we managed to somehow win that duel. Commentary in this one really has been a mess. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Let's get some shots on the Ruckus here. Rekka has been a very popular item since the removal of Hi-Rez. I've honestly enjoyed Paladins a lot more now that Hi-Rez isn't in the game, and you have more freedom to make different decisions. We're going to queue further away, do a pull. That worked. Don't know how I'm making half these plays work, but I'm not going to complain. That's Andro. It's getting pulled. Makoa has been putting in work. I feel like he plays like a more mobile Makoa in a lot of ways, but also in a lot of ways he doesn't. It's literally just the hook, the only real way I can sort of imagine and make that comparison. Shots on the Andro here. You're not an Andro, you're a Ruckus. You're dead though. I didn't mean to do that. Probably could have avoided that, but we might get the 4-2. I played way too aggressively, but I don't know if it actually even backfired that hard because we might get it here. Corvus with the ult. Andro I think went for it too. Our Victor went for it and actually used all of his charges but didn't get anybody other than the Corvus. We're going to go for an ult play here. See what we can do. That's a double mark, sort of. Oh, I'm in burst mode. That feels rough, but we did kill him. Okay, shots on the enemy 7 here. We'll queue over this way, pull him in, finish him off. We just traded. That's the only time I've ever had that happen with 7. Died there in the slow-mo, trying to get to the point. 3-3. I thought it was going to go 4-2 or 2-4. Surprised it's gone the full distance, but Ying's got the ult, Sky's got it, I nearly got mine, Victor is halfway, Makoa used his at some point, I'm not really sure when. They are doing really well as a team. It's been an overall really good siege, even if we do lose this. I feel like 7 does quite well in siege situations, to be honest, but this setup is probably the weakest one to run out of the 3. He's going for like a mag dump sort of setup, which I have seen before. I actually have one very, very similar to that I did try out at one point. We'll queue over to the left side. Koa is trying to make some sort of trading play here. Let's just get shots on him. He's going for the ult. We're going to queue back a little bit, feared by the 7. Don't know how the hell that one happened. Okay, let's just get more shots on him. We're going to queue inwards, shots here. Do I switch to the auto setup? I guess we're going to queue. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I think I might be dead. We're going to pull up, hang on the wall. I was going to pull again, but I didn't know if they saw me. I don't know if I could have even gotten away there anyway. I probably would have been chased by somebody. This guy there died as well. Makoa is gone. I feel that was a completely unnecessary death. I don't know why he pushed in there. We're going to pull round to make them push. I'm going to actually just hang on the edge here to make them think that I've gone round, and then we'll pull again and hang somewhere. Queue across. Oh my god, what is happening? Doesn't matter, there's the defeat. Okay, 3-4, well-deserved win. I think they were the better team, to be honest, overall. Put up a good fight for it, though. The main lesson from that match, which I kind of alluded to in the intro, I think, to the game, is that the Q setup doesn't work as well in Siege. You're usually better off going for the wall hang or the auto speed. It would be pretty sad, to be honest, if I just uploaded wins, because then literally every video would have the exact same outcome. But 14-17 there, we did pretty good. I could have done a lot better. I made a lot of bad plays. The setup still works fine in Siege situations if you know how to play it properly. Didn't do a great job there, but I don't know if I'd even use a setup in a Siege all the time. I'd prefer one of the other ones. Shouts to our Victor though, he did a fantastic job. Ying did a really solid job there as well. Our Sky was a bit of a weak link, as you can kind of see. She tried to do the heal setup but didn't really have it work out. Makoa did solid there as well. Their Andro definitely did the best. Their Ruckus and their 7 did fine, but definitely not anything crazy. Same with the Makoa and the Corvus. Actually, no, my Corvus did a fantastic job there. But yeah, there we go. Those are 2 games of 7 with the Q setup, which I'd recommend usually in an onslaught and a TDM because they were a lot more hectic like we had in game 1. And then if you're playing a more methodical, sort of serious game where people are trying a little bit harder, the wall one is really solid, although even that might not be the best option. I would probably go with something like this. And if you're up against 2 tanks, I'd probably have a setup that doesn't have this card in there because you're not pulling as often. Like I said at the start though, I really do enjoy 7. One of the big reasons for my enjoyment is that there are so many different ways you can play him. He's not one of those characters where he's just played the same way over and over again like Azan was at release. Pretty much everybody ran the same setups, everybody ran the same talent, and the way you played him was pretty similar regardless of what you were trying to do. Whereas with 7, not so much with the talents. Tribunal doesn't change the way you play or overcharge, but Spring Loaded does, and the builds have quite a lot of different ways you can run them, which are actually viable. It's not just like meme setups or anything. You can run, you know, a bunch of different things that will actually work and be usable. Now that he's actually out for everybody and everybody's had the chance to play him, I would love to hear your thoughts going against him and playing him for yourself, because I do genuinely read through like 95% of the comments. And yeah, I just genuinely enjoy hearing what people have to say about a new character when they come out, whether it's good or bad. I don't find myself getting too annoyed playing against him, I'll tell you that much. So far, my experience versus 7 has been fine, regardless of who I'm playing. But right now, obviously, I haven't had the chance to play everybody versus 7. I will say some matchups, like Octavia, who I played recently, do feel like they kind of shred 7 in a lot of scenarios, but I'll have to see with time. I've got him level 10, perfect place to leave it, to be honest. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all really, really soon. And as always, stay frosty.